Welcome to Iraqi Dinar News Updates, your trusted source for verified insights and real-time developments surrounding the Iraqi dinar and the broader financial landscape. If you're an investor, currency holder, or just someone tracking global market trends, you're going to want to pay very close attention. Today we're diving into one of the most significant developments in recent memory. Rumors, now echoed by credible insiders, that the long-anticipated Iraqi dinar revaluation could finally take place within the next 48 hours. Major news is surfacing from Iraq, and it could mark the largest currency shift in decades. What once seemed like speculation is now being substantiated by both political and financial insiders. To add even more gravity to the situation, former U.S. President Donald Trump is reportedly getting involved, signaling a wave of American support and influence that cannot be ignored. This isn't a conspiracy theory or a hopeful prediction. There are real movements behind the scenes, and they're unfolding fast. For years, the Iraqi dinar has maintained a fixed exchange rate of roughly 1,300 IQD to $1 US. While stable, this rate significantly undervalues Iraq's economic potential. Insiders have long believed that Iraq was waiting for the ideal moment to revalue its currency to better reflect its resource wealth and economic growth. That moment seems to be now. According to sources close to the matter, a formal financial announcement could come within just 48 hours, with a new dinar rate potentially going live almost immediately afterward. But what role does Donald Trump play in all this? According to multiple reports, Trump has been quietly consulting Iraqi financial leaders, advising them on how to structure the revaluation to attract foreign investment while maintaining national sovereignty. Insiders suggest that Trump has made direct contact with both Iraqi and American banking officials, urging decisive action before political momentum shifts again. His involvement adds massive weight to the revaluation narrative and has stirred substantial interest among institutional investors and financial analysts. For those new to the topic, a revaluation, often referred to as an RV, is a process by which a country officially raises the value of its currency against other global currencies. For investors holding IQD, this could mean that their holdings suddenly become far more valuable. Sources are whispering numbers ranging from $0.50 to $1.00 per dinar. While nothing is confirmed, the speed and scope of current developments make such possibilities more realistic than ever before. Iraq has not arrived at this point by accident. The country has spent years preparing for economic reintegration on the world stage. Over the last several months, Iraq has launched major infrastructure projects, stabilized its oil exports, and finalized significant international contracts in energy, agriculture, and technology. These measures have strengthened Iraq's economic foundation and given them the ability to confidently support a stronger national currency. The potential implications extend far beyond Iraq. A currency revaluation of this magnitude would impact global markets, particularly in regions that hold significant IQD reserves. If the new rate goes live, billions, possibly trillions of dinar could flood into Iraq's economy, potentially fueling rapid development or creating challenges if poorly managed. But insiders believe Iraq's central bank is ready. They've upgraded internal systems, trained staff, and implemented enhanced anti-corruption and verification protocols. It's also critical to understand this RV is not an isolated event. Iraq has been forging stronger regional ties with Saudi Arabia, Turkey, China, and other economic powers. Trade corridors have been expanded, and massive development deals are underway. The revaluation is one piece of a much larger plan to re-establish Iraq as a central economic force in the region and beyond. Let's take a moment to consider the math. If the Iraqi dinar were to move from 1,300 IQD to just $1 USD, that's an incredible gain. Even a smaller shift to $0.50 would translate into major profits for those holding physical dinar. But this also highlights the need for cautious optimism. These gains are theoretical until officially announced and implemented. Do not treat this like a lottery ticket. Treat it like a serious financial strategy. National pride and economic autonomy are also on the line. Iraq has long relied on the US dollar, making it vulnerable to global currency shifts, inflation, and sanctions. A stronger dinar allows Iraq to control its economic destiny, reduce dependence on foreign currencies, and uplift the financial well-being of its citizens. Everyday Iraqis could benefit from better wages, affordable imports, and new small business opportunities if the revaluation is successful. However, there are risks. A rapid shift in currency value can trigger inflation or panic selling. That's why Trump and other international advisors are urging Iraq to execute the process carefully. Iraq's central bank is reportedly working around the clock to ensure a smooth, secure transition. With only hours remaining until the expected announcement, every decision is crucial. Dinar holders around the world are paying attention. Many have held their currency for years in anticipation of this moment. While the excitement is understandable, it's vital to remain level-headed. Don't fall for scams or rumors. Wait for official communications from recognized financial institutions and government bodies. When the time comes, reputable exchanges and banks will release clear instructions for how to proceed. Meanwhile, international markets are preparing. Banks across Europe, Asia, and North America are reportedly updating internal systems to accommodate a possible revaluation. Some have even adjusted internal IQD exchange rates in anticipation. With someone as influential as Trump involved, global financial eyes are now fixed on Baghdad. If Iraq successfully executes the revaluation, it could inspire similar moves by other undervalued currencies. This could spark a larger conversation about economic sovereignty, currency reform, and global trade dynamics in the modern age. Let's also remember what this means for the Iraqi people. For a country that's endured decades of war, instability, and economic uncertainty, this revaluation could represent a new beginning. With greater economic strength comes greater potential for national investment in education, healthcare, and infrastructure. This isn't just about increasing the value of paper money, it's about rebuilding a nation's future. Following the revaluation, Iraq may initiate a new phase of economic diplomacy, welcoming global investors, listing new companies on its stock market, and expanding opportunities in energy and tech. The dinar, long overlooked, could become a symbol of strength and opportunity in the region. So what should you do now? With a 48-hour window in play, be vigilant. Monitor official announcements from Iraq's central bank, the IMF, and U.S. financial regulators. Make sure your currency is stored securely and verified by trusted institutions. Review your exchange options and be prepared for rapid developments. This is potentially a historic turning point. Iraq is not only reclaiming its economic identity, it's inviting the world to see it differently. Whether you're holding IQD or simply watching global finance unfold, what happens next may shape the markets for years to come. Subscribe to Iraqi Dinar News Updates and turn on notifications. We'll keep you informed every step of the way. Stay smart, stay secure, and prepare for what could be a monumental shift in global currency dynamics.